All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we're joined with professional boxer Andy Vences and his trainer, who you guys all know, Team Trouble, was in the building not too long ago. And, man, did it feel weird to see how Rebel in here? Somebody you had to share the ring with?
Yeah, I was telling my coach the other day, boxing's a trip. It's a sport where, like, you know, a couple weeks leading up to a fight, you're like bad blood, bad enemies, and then after it's like, you know, we're on our separate paths. He went his way, I went my way. But it's like you have that mutual respect for one another, knowing you guys were throwing blows, going toe-to-toe, and giving the fans what they wanted. So, honestly, it's a lot of respect for him, to him and his dad. They're still training day in and day out. So it's just a mutual respect feeling, like, you know, that we shared the ring and we had a good fight on ESPN. So
it's crazy because in, I guess, certain conversations, people call boxing like a gentleman's sport because you guys go in there, you bang it out, then you turn around, hug it out post-fight, and like today, you can still be with someone that was in the ring with you and not have I mean, maybe you do have a little grudge, but not, you know, where you want to jump across the table and whoop on them again.
Yeah.
Or maybe you do.
No, just like all the guys, even you see like Oscar De La Hoya talking to Fernando Vargas, and all of them are like chilling like boys. So, yeah, boxing, you know, my coach says it's a humble man's sport, and, you know, it's just a very respectful sport when it's all said and done. But obviously leading up, there's a lot of tension, a lot of rivalries, and that's what makes boxing, I don't know, one of the best sports in the world, you know?
Well, I got to ask, man, because I follow you. I seen your posts, and I felt heartfelt. Like, I felt the passion in your posts. And, you know, I won't get into every single detail, but obviously you were saying you've got competitive losses and that you should be in another fight and in a better position than what you're in. But then this opportunity happened. So was that, I don't know, a blessing to you? How did you feel receiving this opportunity? Because it felt like you took to social media to express yourself, and then the universe answered.
Yeah. You know, I tell people, social media, a lot of people tell me, like, oh, social media, it's bad for you. But social media is a good thing. It could be a bad thing, right? But it's actually, that shows you the power of social media. All it takes is one tweet for you to get a bunch of responses. That night I aired on a podcast, MVO podcast. I believe it was called Chicken Talk. And then I got contacted by a manager, ended up signing on with her. Her name's Emily. Great woman, great person. And then this opportunity came. So it's like...
What's her last name?
Emily, yeah, Pandelicus.
Yeah, she's like from Arizona, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, isn't she with...
I think she works with the PBC, and she's tied in with the Benavides and them. She knows them and whatnot.
Yeah. She works with another promotional company to come to me. She used to work with Cameron Duncan, too.
Del Sol Boxing.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she works with Del Sol Boxing. So the original plan was to get me, just like you had mentioned on the podcast earlier with my coach, get me some comeback fights. Even if it's in Mexico, we get some momentum. So that was our original plan. But then we got offered this opportunity to fight on the Shakur Stevenson undercard.
Beautiful. Against
a 16-0 Puerto Rican upcoming prospect named Henry Lebron. And if you know me, I mean, early on in my career, I fought at 12-0. I fought an 8-0 undefeated fighter. I fought Eric Dillon in his prime when he was undefeated. So I fought Albert Bell when he was undefeated. Mm-hmm. So to me, undefeated is just, it's a record. It's important and whatnot in boxing, but I've never been scared to step up to the challenge, and honestly, I believe this is someone I should be able to beat, and in my mind, I gotta beat someone at this level.
Why do you think you should be able to beat him?
Because I just feel I'm a better fighter overall. I just feel like I talk to myself mentally, and I tell myself, Andy Vance is like, if you can't beat this motherfucker at this level, like, what do you expect at the next level, you know? And I've fought tough opposition, like you've mentioned, that, you know, I didn't get the decision, should have won, whatever the case is, but I've been in competitive, high caliber fights. Looking back at Albert Bell, still hasn't lost. Looking back at Venado, ever since he fought me, still hasn't lost.
And Venado's knocked off so many people.
He hitting hard too.
Yeah, he got a tricky style. So I just feel like I should be able to put it all
And the
together.
John O'Carroll fight too. I mean, John O'Carroll, he is not an easy fight for anybody.
And he's active, bro. He's active.
Yeah, he's very active.
I don't mean active fights. I mean like activity. The
Yeah.
motherfucker throws punches for the whole 10 or 12
and
rounds.
let me tell you, for your fight with him, bro, he was in camp with Devin. Like, he was getting top quality work. Like, he was, and that was still a fucking hell of a fight.
Yeah, I really thought I beat John O'Carroll though. That was like my best performance out of all my losses I've had. So I was kind of disappointed about that. But going into this fight, there's not gonna be a loss where like, oh, you should have won it. Nah, it's gonna be either win this fight or fucking lose this fight. Like, I'm gonna win this fight, and that's the mindset I have going in. Like, I'm not trying to come out of this fight like, oh, you should have won, but didn't give it to you. Nah, like that's really not how I'm trying to like even get past this fight.
I know you stay in the gym, but do you feel that you have enough time to prepare for this fight?
Oh yeah, me and my coach, we actually were picking up momentum. I mean, I've been in the gym ever since the Carroll fight. I believe I took a vacation in October. I've been in the gym ever since November, and we were actually picking up things hard because I was expected originally. I was hitting up Andy Ruiz to try to get on his undercard September 4th. I mean, I've been this guy that's been like seeking opportunity, like forcefully, like trying to make connections and make it happen. And Andy Ruiz hit me up on a message on Instagram, and they're such great people and like great atmosphere. Opened the gym for me, invited me there to spar with one of their upcoming guys named Garnica. Got in some rounds with them. They liked what they saw, and they were trying to put me on their undercard. So I had high hopes of fighting September 4th. We started picking things up, and for one reason or another, the card is stacked. It's a Mexican-American card, so I was really trying to get on that. For whatever reason, as soon as I saw that it was stacked, they weren't going to be able to make nothing happen, I right away like moved along. But ever since, I've been training super hard, so I just feel the timing of this was right. I was wanting to be in the ring before the end of the year. I haven't been in the ring since September last year, so it'll be a full year this coming September 23rd. And I feel things happen for a reason, so I'm just answering to the opportunities given to me.
Absolutely.
I was going to ask, given the layoff, are you kind of happy in a way because you're not the youngest, like you've been in the game for a minute, to kind of give your body like a reset, you know? Or do you feel that you need to stay active at this point in your career?
No, for sure I want to be active. You know, I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. I'm 31. I still feel I got it all. And I'm just grateful to have a coach who's in the gym grinding just like I am. You know, a lot of coaches, you know, have these boxers and whatnot, but my coach is putting in work just like I'm putting in work. He's out here in Vegas. We're going out to help Shakur sparring and whatnot. We got called for that. So, like, this is probably one of the most committed coaches that I've had. Yeah.
So y'all going to Houston?
Yeah, we're going to Houston.
He just left there. He was at Shakur's.
Yeah, I was just there
September
last
4th, we're heading out there, and we're obviously taking my teammate, too, to get some work. So, however it's going to work out. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting in with the best. And see what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, I know, like, yo, if you've been in there with this guy, this guy ain't better than this guy. Like, just realistically speaking in boxing, like. So, yeah, man, I'm just staying focused and just being positive more than anything, believing in myself like I always have, and just, I haven't given up on myself to this point, so I'm just walking in this fight with a positive mindset.
Andy, I got to ask you, because
how long are you going to be in Houston?
We're out there September 4th. We leave, and we'll be out there all the way till September 14th. We're flying back. We're leaving on Wednesday.
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days. Yeah.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Damn, and then we got the Andy fight is Sunday, and Canelo
So, yeah, when we come back, my camp's closed. Like, I'm going to be starting my weight cut. Like,
damn, you come back. You come back midweek Canelo fight.
9 days before my fight, I believe. So, yeah, that's it for me. Once we're back, that's it. Probably tape it down.
9 days before your fight.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You know.
And then when do you guys head to New Jersey?
Oh, we head to New Jersey Tuesday of that week.
Okay.
For what?
Yeah.
For the fight.
No, for the fight.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
The fight's Friday the 23rd, so we head out Tuesday.
I'm forgetting the Shakur's fighting in New
On
Jersey.
Friday,
Going back
on Friday.
home, fine, and it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's only the second time in the Prudential?
Only the second time. First time as a world champion, though. He didn't even, when he became champion at featherweight, he never went home. So this is first time.
Have you ever been or fought in Jersey?
Nah, but I've been on Shakur's undercard when he fought Joed. So, honestly, I'm blessed to be on his undercard, anyone's card. But, what better than Shakur's, right? And being able to help him out in camp. So I'm looking forward to get some work too. So should be good, man.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Top Rank, man. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people talk about different promoters, what they pay, what this, what that. At the end of the day, look, like, I'm thankful I was given an opportunity to sign on with Top Rank. Whether I was paid this or that, hey, this kid was given a dream, allowed himself to make some money, make a name for himself. So I got nothing bad to say about Top Rank or any other promoter that's built another fighter. You know, all these promoters, whatever their budget is, their budget. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of these fighters got to be thankful that they're even being offered these fights and given these opportunities. I feel like a lot of fighters say no to fights when at the end of the day, why are you in boxing if you're not trying to fight the best and you don't believe in yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think a lot of that has to do with just bad business. You know, fighters come into this game, many of them haven't dropped out of school because, you know, you're so caught up in the amateurs that some, you know, drop out to dedicate their life to the sport, and they just don't have the education and the right people behind them. You know, people talk shit about Floyd. I'm sure you guys have seen the memes throughout the years that he can't read a book, but that motherfucker know how to, you know, cash a check. You get what I'm saying? But he happened to have the right people behind him that was able to put him on game. Like, what type of education or what type of, I say it all the time on the show, there's literally no path for a boxer.
Yeah,
you got to create your shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm blessed to have a very, you know, smart father and a smart mother. Both from Mexico and whatnot, but really got self-educated and where they're at today. So I learned from them a lot. I'm glad to have a coach we have some mentors in the gym who are financially well set, who give us advice too. So it really matters who you're around. And but I'll be honest, going into this fight, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but like, I'm not getting much for this fight, right? But I'm looking at it like the opportunity, like, yo, you need to win this to get back. Like, sometimes,
I mean, think about it like this, right? It's like you said, you heard the episode where I said y'all need to go and get some fights to get in the win column.
For sure.
At least God gave you an opportunity where you don't got to pay out of pocket now.
For sure.
Whether it's not what you want,
correct.
At least you ain't coming out of pocket.
Correct.
It's on TV, so it's a better opportunity than the one you were gonna make for yourself.
Correct. It'll be. I believe it will be streamed on ESPN Plus, and then it's for a Latino. I want to say a WBC Latino belt or whatnot.
Nice.
So yeah. That's what God put in front. You can't deny that, you know. It's just like them inviting us to spar Shakur.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
You can't deny that, you know.
How did that come about, Frank?
Yeah, I was talking to Frank, and then
Shout
he
out
told
to
me.
Frank, man.
Yeah, Frank's a cool dude.
Frank, a good dude.
Very good dude. Yeah, he's been close with me and Charles, and honestly, I knew Frank when I signed on Top Rank. He's been good people, along with all the matchmakers and everyone there. So honestly, they've been cool with me. I haven't had any issues.
I gotta ask you, for you, I know right now you're getting back, you know, in the groove of things and whatnot, but like for you, when the opportunity came about, even if it's not been Shakur, even in the past, have you ever turned down sparring because you're like, no, I might fight him down the line?
I'm trying to think back.
Or how do you look at that? Because obviously you guys are in the same weight class, so you know you're in the sport ultimately to become a champion. Do you look at it like that, or have you ever looked at it like that? Like, nah, I can't spar you because we might fight later?
With Shakur, look, hey, I'm gonna be straight up honest on here, bro. Like with Shakur, like he's bad. He's a bad boxer, and like honestly, yeah, money talks and feels right. I'd fight him, but to be honest, I feel like there's so many other great fights for me to make other than Shakur. Like Shakur, you know, he's on the bigger and better things. I wish him the best, most success. If I did get a call and an opportunity, someone fell out and I had to fill in, they're offering me this much, well, shit, how can you deny it, right? But, like, I feel it's just better fights for me to be made in boxing, whether it's for a strap or not. Sometimes there's entertainment fights for some of these fighters, and I feel I'm one of those fighters. You got to look at my pedigree and my record with 3 losses. But there's a lot of fights people want to see me in with someone else. So I just feel like I'm on my own path and he's on greater things and whatnot.
No,
I'm going to get to great things, but I'm going to go my route.
Sure. And I just said Shakur, you know, like I said, because obviously you're heading out there and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, I think that is a conversation that we have sometimes where fighters may look at spar and be like...
Yeah, I mean, Albert Bell just said it about Hector Garcia.
Yeah, Hector
maybe if he got
Garcia.
a little momentum and maybe he goes on a four-win streak, then maybe he might start feeling that way,
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed. I mean, boxing's a game of highs and lows, bro. Sometimes you're at your highest and then you're at your lowest.
I gotta ask
trip.
you for somebody, for me, and this from the outside looking in, I would say that you haven't had a bad career, right? And when I say that, opportunities, like fighters would die to be on an ESPN card.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So when I say that, that's what I mean. But looking back at everything you have gone through, and like you said, the highs and lows, what's been the biggest takeaway of the sport? Like, what's been the thing that the sport taught you just about life? Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boxing taught me this. Boxing may have maybe kicked my ass or something, but this is what I learned because of it.
I know this is gonna sound corny, but I think a lot changed when I went to my coach and I met my coach. Just the way he talks about the sport and what he knows about the sport, about the highs and the lows of boxing. You could be at your highest, you could be at your lowest, and boxing's a humble man's sport. And I just feel like at one point in 2016, I won the WBC Continental America's title against a 23-0 guy and whatnot. And I felt I was at the top, right? I was at the top. I was riding that wave. And then I believe after Bell, I had a little downward spiral. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's boxing's a trip. You really gotta fight against outside things in your life. And I think, you know what, the biggest thing I take away in my career that I could take in life is and I know we hear it all the time, and we just hear it as kids and like, whatever, I heard that. Like, don't give up, bro. Like, keep working. Like, even though, like, at some point you're gonna see some light. You're gonna see something come out. And I think me as a fighter, I've been at that tunnel where I went a year and a half before I fought the Venado fight. And that was ridiculous. That was like, that time away was like, it was tough I was in the gym with him 5 days a week and whatnot, but with no fight, no activity for a year and a half. And then I had that crazy ass war. And then I was out of the ring another year before I fought the Carroll fight. But it's been dealing with a lot of outside stuff, even with life, right? We got to make a living. As us boxers, if we don't fight, we ain't getting paid. So we got to make ends meet some way or another. Thank God, I got a supportive wife and a supportive family at home. But I mean, hey, we're not rich. I'm just grinding my way, from having my dad pump gas to go train when I used to train back in Stockton. I mean, it's been a long journey for me, but I would say the main thing I would take away in my life is I know I could succeed because I haven't given up. So I know in life outside of boxing, all I got to do is be persistent. That's one thing about me. I've always been like super persistent. To some people, it's like bugging, annoying, but I'll keep asking like, hey, was there a possibility? Oh, okay, I'll check up on you next week. Hey, man, could I go to the gym and spar? And I'm just very persistent. Like, I'll just be banging on that door to see when it opens. If it does open, if not, I'll go to the next door.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
It takes a lot, man. People don't know what it is to grind, man, and nothing is given to you. If you, like, you're trying to make an opportunity for yourself, and I believe that's why it came. You spoke it, like I said, into the universe, and it answered, man. So, shout out. Now you got to get the win. You got to make it count.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this guy, bro. I've been trying to find out who's his man. I don't understand. Who is this kid? I've never heard of him, honestly.
Well, he's a 16-goal guy. I watched him a couple times, but after I looked at him once or twice, 3 times, I let my coach, he lives on the screen in the gym and in his house. He's glued to the screen, and then I let him do his job. I trusted him as a coach. And
So, Coach, walk us through that process. Cool. He
just cut my man.
No. I was holding back. Because I think that's also important. What is that process like? He say he's seen a little bit of film. We hear fighters talk about that. Usually the trainers.
Most of them say they don't like to watch that.
Yeah. So for you, what is that process like?
I mean, like, a lot of coaches say they don't watch film, But with me, I like to watch film because you can see their habits, you can see their character in the ring, and you could just see a lot of stuff, like what they do. And I've been watching his fights, and he pretty much does the same thing every fight, I don't like to overwatch it, but I like to definitely watch it a few times, like a couple fights, and maybe watch the same. If I'm interested in maybe one fight because I feel like the other guy is similar to us, I'll definitely tune into that. But maybe one fight might not mean nothing. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. And so, but I definitely like to watch film and break it down.
Okay.
But boxing's kind of like Andy said, it's my life. So, I mean, that's what I do. So if I'm not in the gym, I'm watching film.
So are you more of a mental notes guy?
Yeah, I'm not like writing notes down on a piece of paper or nothing like that. I'm just more like I'm more of a hands-on type of guy. So, and I, like he said, I like to train. So I just watch them like a fighter. You know, like how these guys just came out. They're both boys, and I'll tell them, look, he like to do this. He like to do that.
Yeah, but what's funny is like when we go over something in the gym and he's doing a certain drill, how I got to block a punch. I'm like, I seen him do that. I know exactly what he's talking
a lot of
about.
our drills will be like me doing kind of almost imitating what he likes to do, like how he like to move around the ring. I don't want to give too much away, maybe watching this, but you know, I'll do stuff where I know he'll look at me like, this what this fool does. He does do that. You know what I mean? So I think it's important, but then again, it is important to kind of let go of that and just train hard too. You don't want to focus too much on that stuff. So it's like a little thin line between that. Like some days I'll just come in and be like, look, we just got to work. Like, we don't need to mimic nobody or anything like that, and just put in the work.
I got you.
So how much tape did you get, or you know?
I mean, he has a lot of fights on film, so I've been watching probably like his last 2 fights that he had that he was acting. You know, I definitely watch because they say you're as good as your last fight. That's what they say. So I've been watching his last fight pretty much a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just asking because I think it's very interesting for the fighters. You know, I don't really take what they say because it's like, you know, if you're watching film and you saw something, are you really gonna tell me? But you know, I think with trainers, obviously, that's the typical answer. I let my trainer handle it, and I find it interesting, man, because I've literally firsthand seen a world-class trainer sit down like it was movie time, fucking popcorn and his notebook.
Yeah,
and that's why I asked you, like, are you a mental notes guy?
I'm more mental because I like to. I still like to box and get in there, so I'm just like picture if I'm fighting a guy, see what kind of style he is, see what habits he has, and then I'll just kind of let him know about the habits he has, and then that's pretty much it. But like I said, I try not to emphasize on that too much. It's more about Andy being the best Andy he can be, because I feel like this guy hasn't fought nobody like him yet. So
do you feel like Andy, like you should be able to beat this guy?
Yeah, and I feel like that he, like what he says, we gotta go out there and make this happen. You know what I mean? Like he said, like he has a couple losses that really weren't losses, but at the same time, we don't want nothing close. We're going in there to dominate.
I was gonna say,
and that's our mindset.
Your last 2 were by split and majority. So you know, you coming in as a B side. You know, if it's a what is it, a 10-rounder?
8. Nah, it's an 8. Yeah, no, I know. No, I know. So, like,
champ, you ain't got time to play.
No, I know. I don't.
I'm thinking it's a 10-rounder.
I know. I was hoping that too.
And he gets better as the time goes.
How'd they do that with a belt?
Probably because the level of opposition he's fought. I mean,
I don't think he's been in a 10-rounder though.
But I thought all belts is 10 or 12.
Yeah, I thought the regional ones was 10, but
sheesh.
I know. But you know what? Like, I feel like I can't go in there being reckless, like, oh shit, I gotta be this Maidana type fighter. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not one of those fighters that's gonna be able to go like that. I do gotta start fast, find my rhythm as soon as I can. I think the first 3 rounds are gonna be finding that, but I think rounds 4 through 8 have to be my golden rounds, a lot quicker than my other fights. So, we're just working hard and just. At the end of the day, I gotta do it. Like, you know, my coach can only go through so much scenarios, so much stuff, and sparring to me is whatever. Whether I do good with sparring, have an off day, whatever, that it doesn't matter how you look in sparring. If you cannot do it the day of the fight, then it don't fucking matter who you're sparring, what's happening in sparring. Like, there's a lot of fighters. I was talking to Danny. There's a lot of fighters that look great in the gym, and when they go into the light, they kind of freeze. And there's a lot of fighters that are opposite, right? They do both. They look great in the gym and great in the ring. And there's a lot of fighters that don't do good sparring ever, and they get knocked on this crazy stuff in the fight. So I think under the lights is when I perform best. I'll give a shout out to Bell. Looking at him at the Top Rank gym when he was sparring, I was like, damn, he's smooth. Like, fucking proud of myself. I was able to tag him and get to him like I did.
For sure.
Because he spars really smooth and whatnot. But see, I'm kind of the guy that looks good some days, rusty some days, but I don't let that bother me. I know when that moment comes, I'm gonna do what I'm told. I think my last fight, we trained the way we thought we were supposed to beat the guy and not get hit, and we did it, and we didn't get it, but I know I'll be able to do it.
I want to add into that, like with Andy, I will say, like what I like about him is, like he truly loves to fight. You know what I mean? So like when you know how other fighters, they're in the locker room and I don't know, they might be a little quiet or whatever it is. They feel like maybe thinking about their family and it's deep for them. You know, they're getting in there to risk their life. With him, I really like that he loves to fight. Like that shit. Like, excuse my language, but that stuff makes him feel good. Like so, and like he said, I feel like he does good in sparring. He does do good in sparring, but he's one of those fighters that really looks a lot better when he fights. And you can't. That's the beauty of. That's good. That's what we want. So,
Andy, so do you have like a deviated septum or something? I'm hearing you breathing heavy as fuck over there.
What's up?
Like I'm hearing you breathe heavy.
Oh, nah. My wife always clowns me. She says that, I breathe heavy when I eat. I breathe heavy.
Yeah, but you got to get it checked. It might be, did I pronounce it wrong? Because I pronounce everything wrong. But your wife seems to have understood.
Hey, but you could ask Coach. I ran 4 miles yesterday in under 25 minutes. So my breathing's there.
Sean Brewer had to get surgery.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thing for boxers. You somehow.
Hey, I've always breathed heavy, though. Ever since she's known me, I breathe heavy.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a problem running or sparring. My breathing's been cool. My conditioning and my fights has always been great. I've never had a fight where, Andy was out of shape. He was tired. I mean, I finished my fights well, so.
I guess I said it wrong because as a fighter, I could see why you're taking it this way. Breathing, you automatically assume. I think you're out of breath and stamina. I mean, the actual breathing is noticeable. It may be.
You know what though? I have bad. I get them pretty bad allergies. Weather change. Sometimes.
Yeah, there's been so much of that out here lately.
Well, cool. I got another one to change the topic and kind of the whole tempo because I don't know how long I've been following you for a while, obviously, and I remember everything. And I remember you guys posted about your Tesla.
Oh yeah.
And I think I don't know. Did you get like DM'd or people were harassing you because you was like. You made it seem like, yo, I bought this car, but that don't mean I'm balling. I just bought this car because it's the right move and it's economical for me. I'm like, who the fuck is he explaining himself to? That's your car.
Nah, I know. I just sometimes I validate myself to like, some of my close homies will be like, hey, man, why'd you get that? I'm like, hey, yo, like I live out of nowhere, 40 minutes from Hollister. We got to drive over the hill and honestly, it's credit to my wife. Like, she came up with the 10 racks to put down. And then after my last fight, I cleared it. But we got it because where we live, we really got to drive to get somewhere to make some paper. So, honestly, we bought it at a good time. I'm actually proud of the way we bought that car. We bought it in 2021, right before all the gas shot up. Just a basic Model
Right before
3.
the cars shot up. They are up right now.
Yeah, so we locked that car in for 46 and we saw it selling right now. The same car, autopilot, all that for like 55. So it was cool. I'm happy.
And they're only gonna continue to shoot up.
They're only gonna go up.
Yeah. So it was actually, the car for training and for her job it's awesome. It's really helping right now that I haven't had a fight. That's what I've been hopping in. So it's awesome.
Do you really save on gas though?
You do. Well, look.
How much is the difference
in
the gas?
Bro, no, it's a lot.
Hey, so guys, hold up.
You wasting
I drive.
electricity.
Let me tell you guys. I drive to where I live to San Jose and back, 3 hours a day. The math on it on gas is $500 a month. So you got to look at it like this: $500 a month that she or me is not spending on gas times 12.
That's 6 racks now.
Times 5 years.
Okay, now
the car will pay itself in like 6 years.
That's 30
No,
racks.
I was telling him
30 racks.
You see my shit? I'm paying a motherfucker.
And I got extra solar panels too to get that tax credit. And
so I wanted to ask you.
Extra solar panel. Oh, for the electricity.
Yeah, so our new home came with solar panels, and I got more. So because I noticed I was paying $250 on PG&E, I was like, hey, I don't want to pay PG&E, and they're like, all right, add 24 pounds, and you ain't got a PG&E bill. It was cheaper to buy them than to pay PG&E. So I was like, why not just buy the panels for $140 a month instead of
you
paying?
thinking long term.
Well, yeah, I mean, but technically, even if I sell that house, I can sell them together, and whoever's gonna want to pick up those panels.
I just bought my house out here. I had to fucking pick up someone's panels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
Well,
had to, but it was a contract.
But why wouldn't you? You know, it's cheaper than the PG&E though.
I don't know. We'll see.
And at the end of the day, you're gonna
I've been
own 'em.
running my pool cleaner nonstop, and I
Oh.
just read it's supposed to be 8 hours a day. That motherfucker's been 24 hours a day since
Nah,
I moved in.
Well,
look,
then that's gonna run it.
And let me tell you, so I was
the
supposed.
vacuum too, not just the cleaner.
I've been looking into the whole Teslas and shit too because, bro, like you said, these gas prices now.
Yeah.
For me, I
It's
was
dropping.
Yo, it is, but still, like I was in the military 7 years out here, so I had to make. The drive was never less than 50 minutes one way.
Yup.
Right? So where I live now, I made that drive the last year and a half, bro, an hour and 15 minutes. One way.
Is it all flat?
It is all flat. It is all
Lucky.
flat. It
All
is all
these
flat.
hills
Like
and shit.
I hit a few hills, but I mean, compared to what you guys have, it's baby
Yeah,
hills,
yeah.
right? But yo, like you were saying, I signed up for a van pool because I was spending about $420 a month with the diesel car that was economic and
That's
everything.
crazy. Diesel, you supposed
And
to be
I was spending
less.
$420 a month. But I was spending more in gas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I looked, yo, how much do you pay to charge a Tesla? What, $10, $12 maybe?
Well, it's at home now, so it's nothing.
But I'm saying, like, when you go to like a station,
Well, when we go out and about, we need to charge. We're only max putting like $7, just because we have it at home.
Yeah,
so we don't.
it makes
we ain't
no
trying
sense.
To, yeah,
you
we
just
ain't-
need to get home and
Yeah,
charge it.
yeah,
What am I
for
going with?
sure.
Why would
But-
I charge
okay,
a full
but-
tank? Plus, it takes long. It takes.
Nah, it's pretty fast. Honestly, we just charge
How
it for
long is a
5
full
minutes if we're a
charge?
little low on juice and we need to make it back home.
Damn, 5 minutes?
Because we're not needing much.
so how many miles is 5
Legit
minutes?
5
How many
minutes.
miles is 5 minutes getting you?
What is it, babe? 5 minutes is giving us. Sometimes we just need the extra 30
Okay.
miles, and that's it. As soon as we make it home, boom, plug it
Damn,
in.
5
we're
minutes,
good.
30 miles. That's not bad. Fucking 30 miles on my Honda.
But it's a
goes for
supercharger.
days.
Obviously, on the regular charge, I believe it's a little slower.
Yeah, I heard the superchargers you could get depending on
Oh, wow,
obviously
you
the
got
vehicle.
the supercharger.
No, I mean the ones that we use.
Oh, I thought the car was supercharged. I'm like, oh.
Nah,
No.
the one at the house, we have the NEMA 14 on an empty battery. Takes 5.5 hours when
So
we
you-
sleep.
You go to sleep. So now let me ask you this: so if you go to sleep, what if you sleep for 7 hours? Is your bill still running?
No,
Or does
it'll
it stop
just charge to the limit you want, and then that's it. From the phone, you can set how much you want to charge. And all
Oh,
that.
okay. Because
Shout out.
that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, even if I have it at home, because let me tell you, I'm in love with this Cybertruck. I can't wait for this motherfucker to come
Hey,
out.
but they're not.
I don't think it's
There's
coming
a
out.
big issue on that though.
Why?
Because
What's
I
the
signed.
issue?
You
What's
left
the
your
issue?
deposit.
I did leave my deposit. I did leave my
I left
deposit.
my deposit too.
What happened?
But when did you leave your deposit?
Nah, recently, bro. It was
Oh.
probably within the last 6 months. Definitely
No,
within the
but
last 6
there's
months.
people that left it years
Yeah,
ago.
I told him my old co-host.
Hey.
He lives in Brooklyn. He
And
left it
so
like
they
2 years
started.
ago.
They started refunding people because
Oh.
it's so backed up. Like there's no way they're gonna catch up. There's just so many people. But anyways, I heard.
But yeah,
I heard
but-
it's gonna take a while. It's
But
gonna
how
take
much?
a
How
while.
much? How much did you put down?
It was just a deposit of
The-
$200.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. $200. How much is the shit not gonna cost? So how many people that put 200 down or that put a deposit down is not gonna be able to afford the actual vehicle when it? You get what I'm saying?
No, I know. But what I'm saying is they
Yeah,
started
but that's still your
refunding.
slot.
They started
They're your
refunding back like,
slots.
hey, like you can't take the spot. We're so backed up. Like
Yeah.
here's your money back.
So you got a refund or not?
No,
yet?
but I'm expecting it because from what I heard. And then good luck with the gas prices. I know you guys were saying they were low, but now they gave all these student loans. That's gonna mess
Yo,
up. with
yeah,
shit.
my man's just giving out fucking free money and
Hey,
like,
inflation's about to get worse.
and people don't
Crazy.
understand what that shit does. I'm like, you fucking cocksuckers.
No, man. I might go back. I was just in Florida for like 10 days paying $3.20.
yeah, that's
Man,
where
that's
everyone's
love.
moving to.
I got a house out there. I came here because of this
Oh.
fucking studio, and I'm like I was paying almost $6 like 20 days ago, maybe 30 days ago. It's crazy. It went down.
You have
Bro.
a place out here too?
yeah.
Damn. That's
Gotta
dope.
work, man.
That's dope.
I'm
That's
7
dope.
days a week like a fighter,
right.
baby.
That's dope.
And
That's
starting Monday, we twice a day.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here and at the Wynn Casino.
On the strip.
So we
yeah,
hustle
so-
hard, man.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we went to fucking Robert Garcia's gym maybe 2 months back, and
Right from here.
bro.
So we go live at 6 a.m. Left at 9. No,
we left like
ended
8:30.
early
Yeah, like 8:30.
and drove straight to Roberts.
But no, I was gonna say we fucking stopped, bro. There's like a point where there's not many gas stations, and I
Yeah.
kept telling him like, bro, fill up. He's like, bro, we like at 3/4. I'm like, no, I hear you, but fill up, bro, because first of all, he ain't driving that Corvette the speed limit, so you know.
But I'm not killing it.
No, he ain't killing it. But sure enough, we get there. You remember that shit was like $6.60 or $6.69 or something. It was damn near $7 on the way to like in California. On the way.
But because I listened to him, I didn't pay that. He made me like get it right before we get to Cali.
Got you.
But I was telling him, I'm like, bro, and he's like, bro, what are you talking about? We like at 3/4. I'm like, I hear you, but he thought Vegas was expensive. I'm like, just wait till we get to
It
Cali.
went down a little bit.
Huh?
It went down in Cali?
a little bit.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, you guys made it though, right?
But during
You
that
guys
time,
are
you
good.
guys
went,
Yeah,
it
well,
was
I'll tell
high.
you a fucked up story. So if you're getting a Tesla to use it for road trips, nah, like don't get a Tesla.
But how many?
I said that
No, no, no,
before.
no, no,
not
no,
get
no,
a
no, no,
Tesla.
no, no. But
Hold
watch
on.
this. Watch this. Watch
What?
this. How many batteries you got?
On the car?
Yeah.
One.
Exactly. That's the minimum, bro. The fucking the new shit, they got shit with 4 batteries, which give you a longer.
Oh, the Cybertruck, yeah.
Bro,
That's-
like,
Yeah,
I've
but that's
literally-
not out. You
No,
talking
look,
about
yeah.
a prototype.
No, but
No,
I've
yeah.
literally
They don't
seen
even got a
YouTube videos. I've
prototype.
literally seen
Concept
YouTube
car.
videos of people doing road trips.
No,
Right
if
now they
you're-
got shit with 3 batteries, bro.
No, if you get the Cybertruck, you get any electric vehicle with 500 miles, you're straight. But I'm telling you, we had a
500.
little.
That's not
Hey,
even a
we-
road trip. 500.
No, I know, but we had a little experience. Decided to take the road trip to LA. Whatnot. We're all pumped up, so obviously we're charging on the way. You know, we get there to like some food festival. It was a funny experience. Looking back, she's all laughing. So we're driving back, and I don't know why. I was in the middle of the hills when you're getting out of LA. There ain't no charger. Battery's running low, right? So we use this app to find like
charging
the
station.
slowest.
Oh,
It took
man.
us 3 hours to get the mileage we needed to get to the supercharge, bro. It was a fucked up day.
Oh wow.
Hey,
So-
never again have I took that car on a road
So
trip.
that's been my number one concern, truth be told.
Nah,
and then
He tried to tell me
because
and
the
other
Cybertruck,
people-
yeah, because of the Cybertruck, I start digging, just doing research just in
Get the
general.
truck.
So I'm like, okay,
Get the
cool.
truck.
Now they're saying when it does come out, it's gonna have an option for 4 batteries. I know the most you could get now is 3. I
Get
think.
the most you can.
But
Anything.
I'm like, that's the only way because I looked up videos of people doing road trips in their Tesla, and
So
I'm
wait,
seeing,
one full charge gets you how many miles?
264 on a full charge.
but that's
Man,
one battery.
That's
No,
fucking
I know,
less
but
than a
it's-
car.
No, I know, but look at what you're paying compared to. So it depends how much you drive.
Yeah.
Bro,
Since
they
we live
rate-
in the Bay
They
Area.
getting y'all for like 60 miles. Honestly, in my vet, we was getting like 360 on a tank.
Yeah, we just drive to San Jose and back, Hollister and back. That's it. If we do.
But I was telling him about road trips because he wanted
Got
us
an
to do a
electric
road trip.
cars.
He wanted to do a road trip in an electric car, and I'm thinking, can't we just map it? Can't you just map it out like where there's stations?
So well,
It
we
does
were,
automatically when you put the address where your destination, it'll map out your whole route to the GPS. But I didn't put the address
Oh.
back home, so it was my fuck up.
oh, you went
Yeah.
because you knew how to get there. Damn.
see, and I just went to Detroit last week, right, from Chicago, and I was driving, and I was, I got a rental, and I'm looking, and I really considered getting a fucking Tesla because I was like,
to rent a Tesla.
yeah, because
You
did-
crazy. Ain't
bro,
it like
did-
250?
No, bro, that's what I'm
Turo,
saying.
you get it cheaper.
Yeah, but for like 250
No,
though.
it depends what you're getting though, bro. There was some Turo fucking Teslas for $70 a day.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the
wow.
problem is, that was my concern is the fucking bad. I'm like, bro, then I'm driving through Michigan.
Then you in Detroit, like
No,
it's
no,
gonna be a
no,
bunch
no.
of charging stations there.
No, in Detroit, but bro, the whole fucking ride there is sticks. And then you gotta understand, I smoke weed, bro. So I'm realizing like, all right, cool. I'm gonna drive through Indiana in a Tesla, smelling
man.
like weed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive through Michigan, another Republican state, in a Tesla,
You better
smelling
off
like
in a
weed.
Tesla. Those cars don't get stopped.
Man, shit, you crazy?
How many times you been stopped in your Tesla? Never. Look.
She did for speeding once.
Oh wow. But they let you off. You a girl. They let her off,
She's
right?
driving school was all good.
See? They let her off. Do you know you can ask for a warning ticket? For those that don't know
I
out
didn't
there,
know.
if you ever get caught speeding, if you haven't obviously just gotten one like in the last 6 months, ask for a warning. You'll get a warning.
Damn.
Yeah, can't you just give me a warning, officer? And they legit print it out. It's a warning
It's okay
ticket.
to ask them then.
Oh, absolutely.
Right on.
It's absolutely okay.
I'll remember
Yeah.
that.
But I think we don't have any more questions, Andy. But I do thank you for coming on, man. I'm very excited for this fight. I hope they put you on the line, man. Because I'm looking at this guy and I'm feeling like you're right. You're supposed to beat this guy.
I should do what I gotta do, but I'm trying to make a statement. And
You guys going to the fight, Shakur?
I
He
am.
is.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I have to be here in studio.
Yeah, I'll be there.
What's up?
Yeah. If it was up to me, bro,
He would be at all the
Yeah,
fights.
I'd be at all the fights. I love.
And if it was up to me, we'd be both in studio for all the fights
Yeah.
because those are the days like people are searching, right? Like Andy Vences is fighting, they're looking on YouTube how to watch Andy, where to watch Andy. So we find we get the most subscribers on those days. Is the days that you're
Really?
available for the
Oh yeah,
Wow.
like the fights, and mind you, we don't show shit. We're
just
sitting
talking
here
about
just
your
like
fight.
we are now, but now we're watching it and we're talking about
Like,
it.
oh shit, Andy just landed it right.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Those are always the biggest shows, but so
dope.
For real?
he don't want me to go. I love being at, so we try to find a. I only leave for like the bigger fights, you know.
Hey, so I got a question for you, Nesto.
Mhm.
You remember you're like, hey, you sometimes you post your Tesla and you say this, that. Who you talking to? Okay, let me ask you. You're a Gemini. Why you put all the factual stuff for people to know? You're telling them our secrets, bro.
Instagram is so crazy.
Hey, you like them though? They
I
be
love
saying some
'em.
real shit.
I found one, and a lot of people are not into astrology or whatever, but I let me tell you, I went through a divorce, so I started following astrology, and it's just true. These characteristics in our zodiac signs are fucking true. Like
I honestly,
Pisces are,
It's crazy.
they're like OCD. You know, they like having everything.
You got a girl right now?
Yeah.
What's your girl's?
Sagittarius.
Don't
I
get
think.
when's
in
her
trouble.
birthday?
19th of November.
Nah, so
Scorpio.
she's Scorpio.
Scorpio. That's right. She got a tattoo too.
So you want to know what's a trip? My wife's a Cancer, right? I
Uh-huh.
know he's gonna start laughing. My coach is a Cancer.
Okay.
Clicked with him, cool.
Yeah.
One of my best homies is another
Cancer.
Cancer. And then a guy that I got that works on a boxing YouTube, he's a Cancer. I'm like, damn, I click with Cancers. I don't know
Cancers, yeah.
why. Complete opposites though.
Bro, and let me tell you, when I looked up I didn't even notice Cancer though, because you're a Gemini.
I click good with the
Bro,
Cancers.
Aries, and obviously Scorpio,
My mom's a
it
Scorpio.
works. It works really well. You know, every now and then you could rock with a Pisces, but
My mom's a
It's hard to
Scorpio,
deal
but
with
we
them.
always used to fight when I was young.
yeah, but
Like,
I mean, you know, I'm
See,
talking
But when he was
relationship.
young,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm talking relationship wise, you know. Yeah. So that's
It's
funny.
cool.
that's hella funny.
Yeah, I love posting that shit. I've come across one page and they send them all to me, and it be true though.
Nah, yeah,
Some
that
of
you
them
post,
don't
I'm like,
though.
damn.
Some of them don't. They make us look very emotional and shit. Like I don't think some of those be true. They act like we don't. Well, I feel like I don't hide my emotion or my feelings, and some of them posts be acting like Geminis don't tell the truth about their feelings.
Nah, I think we're one of the most realists to say what
Blunt
we feel.
and forward, right?
Blunt
It's
and
like,
forward.
what
There you
the
go.
fuck
But
is
that's what gets us in trouble
But
sometimes.
but
Can
one
I
of those
say
pages
something,
I do
though?
follow
Can I-
always ask that like,
Can
is
I
this
say
true?
Can I say something? And I feel like as your friend, I could No, I'm saying because I'm thinking of how many Gemini men I know, and it's not many. And I know a childhood friend of mine who's a Gemini, and I feel like he's very blunt. But I feel like the shit that may hurt him the most, he keep inside of him, and that's the shit that he will deny and won't ever
Oh,
admit.
weird.
So, and I'm talking about the shit that hurt him the most. Like anything else, super straightforward, just like you. He ain't sugarcoating shit. But I feel like his soft spot, his Achilles heel, he'll never.
What's his Achilles heel?
I mean, Yeah, but no, I went like that because I
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, what's up?
hell no.
I thought that was cold.
I wouldn't want to talk about that.
Hell
either.
no.
I'd be embarrassed. I'd be
Yo,
like,
he gonna be like, yo, why you did that when he asked you?
Nah, his baby moms.
He calling you up right now, like, bro.
Nah. His baby moms. You know, his baby mother. You know, and it was a situation where he fucked up. But it's like, bro, you fucked up. Like, own up to this shit. He like, nah. But I'm like, nah, champ.
I think that's why I got into astrology, because it's like you want to know who you getting with. And by knowing the characteristics of that person, even if it's generalized, it kind of gives you a heads up, man, you know? Everybody ain't for you, especially not in a relationship. You know? Last question, now that we talking relationships, how long before you guys lived together?
So I got with my wife when I graduated.
Wow.
Right after I graduated.
So wait, sweetheart.
Graduated what?
High school loves?
Yeah, in 2010 I graduated.
my
So we
God.
got together in 2010.
Oh my God.
I graduated.
You guys have kids?
Nah, no kids.
Yo, I graduated 8th
Wow,
grade.
because of the fighter's life?
Honestly, I would say for myself, she doesn't want. You know what? We love animals though. She loves animals.
Oh
Little
my
puppies, cats.
You guys want dogs?
Well, we got 2 dogs and a cat, but
yeah, you guys
know
want
what?
2
Hey,
bulldogs?
I got 2 English
They're
bulldogs.
obese.
No, they're not.
They are obese.
No, they're not.
Hey,
Bro.
no, you know what though? But real
Yo,
talk,
no,
this boxing game is selfish to where I don't even have time with her. You know what I'm saying? We came out here for business, and she knows what it is. Like we're busy. We're running. We're training. Like there's no time, bro. I want to be there for my son. Like
Nah,
I see a lot of.
So you want to have a kid when you're retired?
Nah, I just want to have a kid when I have time.
I feel
You're
that.
When I
never
have
gonna
time.
have time.
If I'm well, then I won't have a kid yet. For real, I just think right now
You'll make time. Look at Earl.
But you know what? I know,
Look at Earl.
but you know,
Earl's 3 belts, and like you said, you were on the top of you when you got your belt. You were on the top, so he's at the top as well. But you find the time.
but I
and
feel like-
actually, those kids have reset him.
yeah, I just feel like financially you got to be set.
Of
too,
course.
right?
Yeah,
Where-
that's a
where
fact.
your income's consistent and
And
things are
not
good,
just that,
you know?
not just that, but I feel like especially
sure.
right now with you as a fighter, and just as a man, you're able to take more risk.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
Like,
sure.
like,
I know
for
what
me,
you're talking about. I get
mentally,
scared that,
yeah,
when I
yeah.
have a kid, like, fuck, am I gonna be the same fighter?
Nah,
and
bro,
shit?
look,
Like,
I'm gonna tell you, I got out the military. He told me don't get out because I've been in the boxing game. I was in boxing 3.5 years, and still full-time military, getting check benefits, all that. But I felt that the military was holding me back, and I'm like, that's not what I'm passionate about.
oh, shit.
But let me tell you though, if I had a kid, I don't know that I would have got out and just bet on
Because
myself.
of the benefits?
And doing this, I mean, the benefits and just having, like, I knew every month, all right, cool. Bro, it don't matter if I go to work and sleep most nights because that's what I would do.
Oh, the security.
No, fuck security. I'm just talking about in the military, bro. It didn't matter. I knew, bro, here, I got to work to get paid.
For
And
sure.
there, I just had to show up. And, you know, I do a couple things. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I took the risk that had I had a kid, I don't know if I would have took it.
Correct. And I
I'm
think
gonna be honest. Had I had a spouse, I don't know if I would have took it because now it's like I'm not making a decision for one. I'm making a decision for 2. And if you a good partner, you discussing those type of decisions
Yeah.
with your spouse.
And I think
so-
that's the main thing. What he said is not having kids allows you to take these jumps and these risks with no fucks given. Like,
No, for sure.
and you know, especially when you got someone who's down with it too. Like, hey, go for it. All right, let's go for it. Like, but it would be different with a kid.
no, for sure,
For
man.
sure. I think everyone's life changes when that happens.
Wow, so she's been with you from the beginning of your boxing career.
Yeah, pretty much amateur.
Everything.
When I turned pro, all the way to, you know, before we got married, we were living together 2-3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's when you really find out a lot about each other.
Yeah.
I
For
say
real,
that
for
all
real.
the time.
Hey,
I say that all the time.
that's my mom always told me that, you know, when I was younger, and I realized why she told me you really got to live with someone to see their habits.
Yes.
You know, it's the simple things that'll bother you. It's like, hey, why did you leave the laptop charged? The little tiny things that'll start.
Bro,
that shit
But
just
these-
bugged
hey,
me.
but
yo.
these- hey,
no, he right.
But these
'cause that
aren't
shit-
serious relationships. I'm talking like 10
Yeah.
plus years.
No,
right?
of course.
So yeah, we got married in 2019, and
So why'd you guys wait? I'm just curious. To get married.
I think it was just timing and money, and I mean, it ain't cheap to.
It ain't.
Nah,
It
for
ain't
sure.
cheap. And then yeah, I think it was just timing and money. And luckily, we were able to
29.
have
So before or after the belt fight?
right after the bell fight.
Okay.
Yeah, right after the bell fight, and I went on my honeymoon and whatnot, all that. But
Where'd you go?
went to where? Jamaica?
Oh,
forget. Yeah, I
nice.
went to
Y'all
Jamaica.
Did you visit the grill?
Ocho Rios? Where'd you guys go?
Nah, we went to where was it? We were
Montego Bay? Montego Bay?
Montego Bay, okay.
Yep.
Okay. You
Rode the
gotta-
horses in the water and
You
whatnot.
gotta
It was
go to
pretty
the
dope.
grill. It's actually one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. You can Google it. It's a 7-mile beach. No
Well, I thought
seaweed.
Bahamas was like.
No, Bahamas is beautiful.
Bahamas was like hands down. I was like, damn, this sand,
Yeah.
this water's crazy.
Yo, did you
The
talk to
grill's
Trump?
crazy.
Did you talk to Trump at all? I'm just
Nah, but he had me winning, so I'm gonna give him his credit. Hey, he's been involved in boxing with Don King, so,
Nah, for
so
sure,
like,
for
I mean,
sure.
he knows something, right?
Yeah, he knows a little
Yeah,
bit. No,
yeah,
I was just curious because of how unique and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that was to fight in front of a former president.
I know. You know what? That's the only fight that makes me the maddest out of my whole career. Is like, how you gonna score rounds to a motherfucker doesn't land punches? I don't understand, bro. Like,
Yeah.
hey, if these are boxing, and no disrespect to any judges, but like boxing judges, you gotta know what's landing, what's not. You guys got the best seat in the house to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Well,
honest, champ.
Do you think the refs truly have the best seat in the house?
Hey, I got my hand raised for that fight, and he switched it. I was like, oh, he even told me, hey, man, I don't know, you lost that fight.
That's crazy.
I was like, damn.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with
Hey,
you.
and I lost unanimous. It wasn't even close on that one. Look on the box rate.
That's crazy.
No, that one wasn't you.
Yep, look on box rate right now.
No, majority.
Nope, unanimous.
I'm looking
the
at your
Carol.
box. I'm looking at it,
The
champ.
Carroll majority.
The majority. It's 92 cards, 97, 93, and then one.
But look
judge
at
had-
my comment told me 97, 93, bro. He goes, that
73.
means you could have dropped them, and those two judges still would have had you fucking losing.
Yeah, I mean,
So you know what
That's
I'm saying?
crazy.
He just
no,
told
I
me
mean,
like,
you're from fucking California. I don't care what you say. Jose Ramirez got his ass whooped by Josh Taylor last year. Had Josh Taylor not got those two
I seen that
knockdowns,
scorecard,
that would have
right.
been. And let me tell you, that shit was across the
Yes,
motherfucking
yes,
board.
yes.
114,
I remember.
112.
I remember.
So he
That's
don't
crazy.
get those two knockdowns. That's a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, and I can't, I know we've had you for a minute. I can't let you leave. Yo, being from where you from, I've seen the post, Gabe Flores, you posting him with clown emojis over his face. That
Really?
I know he's moved up to 35 and he's took some losses, but is that a fight that you want? Is that a fight that you think will do good regionally for you guys?
Danny asked the question, huh?
When did that happen?
It's
No,
out
this is
there
a
now.
long
He
time
got-
ago.
yeah, no, I mean,
a long time ago. But
I
you
mean,
said
the
a little
picture,
bit,
yeah, the
no?
picture's still up there. I just seen Gabe with a big ass clown
I was
emoji. I'm
about to
damn, what
delete it,
happened?
too.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel I was asking for that fight. Everyone wanted to see that fight. I was asking for that fight. I feel at the biggest moment of his career and my career, there was maybe they could have looked at it like Andy hasn't fought. He's been stagnant. Like, so in their favor, probably the best moment they could have fought me, and in my moment, I felt was just the greatest moment to fight Gabe Jr. I used to train with Flores Sr. for many years. Flores Sr., check it out. Nobody knows this. Flores Sr. got me at 7-0, and I had 8 or 9. I think on Boxer you could check 8 or 9 straight knockouts with Flores Sr. 15-0 was a decision. 16-0 was a decision, and once he got his son signed on, kind of fell apart. It was kind of like I saw a shift change. He was more focused on his son and whatnot. And I had a fight in like 30 days. Long story. But anyways, I ended up splitting with them. It was bad blood. And there is that rivalry there. But to be honest, I saw the kid his last fight. And now I could see why they didn't want to fight me anytime soon. I really wish him the best. And like I said, boxing is a humble man's sport. I think we saw it at its peak. Humbleness to cheese. I mean, you know, everything from leading up to the weigh-ins to the fight. Before the fight, I felt that I want to see this fucker get his ass beat. I think during the fight, I've been close with Little G to where at a certain point I fucking felt bad for him. I felt bad for him. We were really close. I'm talking about we were like roommates in hotels. We used to go to tournaments together. I was with Gabe everywhere from New
Yeah,
York.
that boxing struggle, man. That
Yeah, we were all sleeping in the same room,
Yeah.
making ends meet. So, hey, honestly, I wish him the best. I don't think that fight is as hot now just because of the outcome of his last fight. I honestly think the kid should take some time off, kind of reevaluate his life, see if he really wants to do this, because that's one thing about this sport. You got to work hard.
Do you believe that?
Yo, but you think it's road work? Because he in there sparring hard than the motherfucker.
You know what? I know Little G and Gabe for a long time. I mean, I'll say it on here. Gabe Sr. used to always be on him to, you know, do more of this, do more of that. Hey, look at Andy. He's doing his fucking push-ups and you're fucking sitting down. Well, you got to do it like him, bro. He's fucking working his ass off. But he always used to break him down in the gym and, like, just be on him. I think, you know, he was number one at the world one time as an amateur at 126.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot of success, bro. It was bad. He was good, but I think it just got to him, bro. So much success with me, so many knockouts. I got this shit figured out. I know it. I know this. Like, you got to listen to me. You got to listen to me. But I think I took Gabe's style the farthest it could go successfully when I split ways and whatnot. But I knew, like, doing that style, doing the things I did, you got to work hard. And I still work hella hard, but, like,
Right.
I was working hard to master what I was doing with him and manage the distance. And I think a lot of my career has been on distance, and that was the big difference coming to Coach Charles, was like, this guy had me blocking with my hands. I was getting hit in sparring when I first came in. Like, I'd never been hit before. I was driving home questioning, like, holy fuck, like, this shit ain't for me. Like, I don't even know how to parry these blocks and do it. Like, this is crazy, slipping and rolling. That was one thing Gabe didn't believe in, a lot of that rolling and a lot of that upper body movement. But it's like Coach Charles says, like, these are aspects of the games. You got to be able to block a punch from a distance, slip if you have to, move if you have to, because you don't know how your body's going to react in that given moment. You got to be able to do it all. As fucked up as it sounds and impossible as it may seem, you got to be able to do it all, because, like, you don't know how your body's going to react.
Nah, for sure, champ. Well, shit.
What's that?
He tried to catch it. Hold up, look at it. He tried to catch it, right?
Because he don't know how his body going to react.
Yeah.
No, check it out.
Yeah, no, that's
But look,
yeah.
what if he did catch, right? Why'd he catch it? Because he's used to whatever get thrown to catch it. And that's how my
he
coach
got good
taught me.
reflexes.
You got to be able to, if a right hand comes at you, if you're in the moment of slip, you got to slip. You got to block. You got to block. But there should be no right or wrong way to do it. Like, you just got to react to it. And he goes, I could teach you the moves, but at the end of the day, you got to train to react to it and just do it.
Muscle
So my
memory.
sparrings and trainings with this guy was it was like, man, it was day and night, which is why I think, you know, Junior's been a certain way from 8 years old, where he's at now. Respectfully, I say it, but going somewhere else, I don't know if that's gonna change him. He's been doing this since 8 years old to where he's at now.
Yeah, but if he had as much success in the amateurs, right, and he was able to accomplish, you don't think with how young he is that he could come across?
And he's
Yeah, but I
signed
think
young,
a
too.
factor plays at the weight.
I mean,
Little
he just
G's a
moved up.
126 pounder. Yeah, but he's a
Oh,
126 pounder.
so you're saying he's too big?
He's way too big, man. I'm a 130 pounder. He moved to 35. Like, come on, man. Like, there's no shortcuts in boxing. Like, if you want to be the best, and
But
you know
he's
what,
bigger
Gabe?
than you,
But
though.
you know what,
He's
Gabe
been-
Senior? I fought at 141 when I met Gabe Senior. You know what he told me? He goes, "Hey, fuck that, bro. You can make 130." And I was like 20 years old, 19 years old at the time when I had first went to him as an amateur. I had met him a long time ago before we paired up as a pro. And I remember as an amateur, he told me, "Hey, motherfucker, look at Trinidad, look at De La Hoya, look at all these guys. They fucking weigh in. They fight at this weight, bro. It costs to be the boss, bro. You're not a 140 pounder. You can fucking make 130. You just got to die right, do this, do that." And he kind of gave me a little layout, like how to die a little better and whatnot. And I followed it. And sure enough, for the first time in my life, I started fighting back at 132 as an amateur. And ever since then, I went pro at 130. But he psychologically, like, programmed me to think and get down to the weight that I was supposed to be in. He psychologically mentored me a lot. Hey, I give Senior credit. I'll fucking shake his hand if I see him, and if he doesn't want to, well, then fuck you too. But, like, I'll shake his hand and give him his props. That fool really programmed me to be a certain way, think a certain way. And, hey, I think him like that, just like I do all my coaches. It's been a journey and it's been a road, and they all played a part. So, hey.
I think fighters and trainers both have to learn not to have grudges when you guys part ways because it's happening more and more. Like, gone are the days where the fighter stays with his trainer from the beginning.
But you
like,
know what?
You
I never
barely get
wanted
to see an
leave a
amateur trainer.
Like, it wasn't like I
But it
wanted
doesn't-
to leave the
it-
trainer. It was like I
It
was
just
forced
happens.
out. Yeah.
It's still just, even for Gabe, it's like you said, maybe right now it's time for another set of eyes.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for
So
sure
it's-
it is. But I think a lot of
And it
is
shouldn't
time
mean the
off.
end of the world for his father. Even if his father wasn't his father and he was just his trainer. If I got a part for the betterment of my career, you and I shouldn't be enemies just because I feel like I'm going to do better with him.
And then think about it too, like,
But you got to be willing to put your ego to the side.
I mean, yeah. for
Okay, that's
sure.
a big factor. A lot of people sometimes are like too egoistic and they can't fucking like
That's true, man. That's
stubborn. Like you just can't change them.
Mhm.
Like, and if that's the case, then that's where the block's gonna be. You know. So
No, absolutely. I just think that in today's day and age, like, think about it, right? You as a fighter, you want your resume to be as best as it can be, because the better your resume, you know, hypothetically, the better the paychecks, the better the opportunities, so on and so forth. As a trainer, I wouldn't want to have a fucking fighter that I can't get on the winning, winning path and shit like
you
that.
know,
So-
when one of my boys told me for fun, he goes, I was like, yeah, bro, if I don't win this fight, like, fuck, bro, like, I don't know, like, fuck. He goes, nah, bro, your career ain't over. He goes, if you don't win this fight, that's it, bro. There's the Flores fight. I started laughing. I was
It's
like,
true.
bro, relax.
It's true,
And,
though. It's dead. I was actually
I was
waiting
hella
for a
laughing.
minute because I'm feeling like if you win this fight, Top Rank can offer you, because he's still with Top Rank. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, they let him go?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm hearing different stories. I've heard
I
that
talked
one.
to Top Rank. They told me they let
Oh,
him go.
it's official then. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I talked to a match. I don't know.
I don't know because he with James Prince. I don't
Yeah.
know they going.
That's
Any
what
other
Bruce told
top
me, they let
rank?
him
Any
go.
other top rank James Prince fighters got cut?
I don't know if he's cut, but Josh Greer ain't fought in a while.
Ooh, that is true.
Oh, that is.
Tyler McCreary ain't fought in a while.
Well, because I talked to Bruce and he kept kind of comparing me to Flores. I'm like, I ain't nothing like him. So he told me they let him go.
Comparing you to Flores Senior.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because my kid's young and he was just like, not comparing, but I kind of felt that vibe. And I was like, we not the same. So, and my boy's not like Gabe either. So,
Right.
Yeah, I think what's different about him is,
I don't know, maybe because he's young, we came to Top Rank to work out or something. I don't know.
you know what I love about this guy? Is even at this level, though, even at what he knows, who he's mitted, who he's coached, like, and I know he doesn't have a crazy resume like fucking Robert Garcia, but he keeps an open mind to, like, constantly, like, learn shit or add shit and go seek the best sparring and go seek the best work. And a lot of coaches lose that. And, hey, you gotta come to me. You guys gotta come to me. You guys gotta come to me. Like, whatever happened in the days, like, where it was like motherfuckers were going to each other to get the work. That shit's gone.
Yeah,
People
I be
don't want to
learning
go
from-
get the work. People
Nah,
are always like, you
I
know,
don't.
come here.
Well, I mean, I know for you guys it's different because I mean you made it clear. Obviously, you're traveling,
Yep.
you know, to get work. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. You Top Rank tomorrow, Top Rank Wednesday. You go to Top Rank on sparring days. You got other gyms coming to Top
Yeah.
Rank for
No,
that.
for
Yeah.
sure, because they
Yeah.
know this is where the work is.
I
Like,
enjoyed
ain't
it too.
nobody
You could
trying
watch
to
the
get work.
sparring and learn. And
Yep.
sometimes I'll even watch the coaches in there.
You didn't bring your other fighter?
Nah, he stayed back. He
What?
He had a little thing with his grandma. Like, so she was in intensive care. So, but he's coming with us to
Houston.
Houston, and then
Oh,
when I
nice.
go back, he's gonna Bill. I talked to Bill. We're gonna spar Devin Monday, I believe.
Like,
in the Bay
you
Area.
think-
Yeah, I was
sparring-
gonna say, I was
you
gonna
think
say
you
they're in the
sparring-
Bay right now. They're in the
Yeah,
Bay right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
They're-
But didn't y'all say y'all put hands on him?
No, I didn't. I
Nah,
never
he
said
didn't.
that. I said it was we did good with him.
I feel like
Yeah.
you made it clear that your boy did good with Devin. That's probably why they invited you back.
Well, yeah. I mean, me
They
and
want to
Bill.
clear that up.
Yeah, no, me and Bill are tight. Like, he's cool, and he likes trouble a lot. He's helped us.
How
We
far?
just got off the phone with him right now. He was like, our relationship's like organic. It's not fake. We've been knowing each other for years, and Trouble did real good with him.
Wait, so when you guys, because
Monday.
Dev is out there now.
That-
Yeah,
no, that's what he's saying.
what I'm
That this
So
coming
basically
Monday.
all this week coming up, or like after the weekend, we're gonna be working with him.
Yeah, because Dev's at Snack.
But out there in Sacramento.
No,
Well,
Hayward.
I'm from there, from the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
So it works out perfect.
How far? I was gonna ask how far is Hayward because that's where his Snack is at, right? Hayward.
It's well,
No,
Redwood
it's in,
City.
San Mateo.
Oh,
San Mateo, that's
yeah.
San Carlos. San Carlos.
San Carlos,
Oh,
there
okay.
it is, yeah. It's like an hour away.
Okay.
everything. Yeah, so we meet up with him, and it's like it's definitely good work. It's a chess match, because I mean, my boys always watched Devin. He looked up to him, so now it's like they got similar styles, so they go at it.
Have you guys have been down a snack, right? Obviously,
Well,
to the snack
Andy's
facility.
I
big
have
time
passed
with
all the
snack.
time.
Yeah.
All the time,
So,
all the time.
well, I wanted to ask for you. Do you notice those differences in the training facility? Because
He has more experience in the
so
snack.
can you speak on that? You know, obviously from the outside looking in, we see all the machinery and all the science, you know, behind the facility. Do you notice the benefits that it provides?
Yeah, I think when I fought on Shakur's undercard when he fought Joet in Reno. I was using the hypoxic training to kind of adjust myself and whatnot. I mean, I didn't get tired. I felt fine. So, I mean, obviously it works. It got me adjusted to elevation. I felt normal fight night. I know a lot of my
I was
comment,
at that fight.
Yeah, my comment was
Yeah.
telling me, hey, you're going to feel a difference. Like, so we got to start hitting this. So we did the whole training at Snack.
Was it Basil?
Yeah, Basil. Yep. Basil's my cousin. That's my day one guy who's been with me since I've been 2-0, my first manager, and still with me now. But
Yeah. Yo, I gotta ask, what happened with Peter Khan?
I wanted to ask about Peter too.
What, like?
Oh,
what?
hold up. But anyways, at Snack, I think the main attribute at Snack, who really is like the main guy, is Remy.
Oh, Remy
Coach
Kochemny,
Remy
something like that?
Kochemny. Man.
And for those who don't know Coach Remy, what is his role?
He's an Olympic track coach. Trains athletes. He trained runners like Mary Jones. He's from Russia.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to watch Coach Remy at work, and I saw him do some fucking nut. So I called it nuts because I couldn't even.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
crazy.
watching it, but it was some shit with the hurdles.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
the hurdles is back-
I got the fastest time anybody's ever gotten there at anybody doing the hurdles. I set the little world record.
Yeah,
thing.
for snake. I got you.
everyone they brought there. But I've trained with Golovkin, pulled muscles there. Like that training, not anybody can handle it. It's
Who have you seen train the hardest?
You said Devin was.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I told Coach I was honest. I told him, hey man, that kid Devin, I know he's young. I know this, I know that. Like, I'm the one who fucking works hard. That motherfucker works hard too, beating me at everything. Some things I'm beating him at, but that's the guy who's like, I know a lot of people. Oh yeah, he's giving this, giving that, but he works he works
no
very
one.
hard.
I mean,
Very competitive at everything he's trying to
It's-
beat. So that's
it's funny. So he asked me earlier. He's like, "Hey, so I seen the podcast. So like, why do you say that Devin? You know what I'm saying? That nobody train?" And I told him, I'm like, "Man, it's a handful of guys that train like that. Like,
Yeah.
these cats ain't training like
Yeah,
that."
I've been with them in the boxing gym, but I've been with them on the track multiple times. I've been with Vences, Julian Williams, a lot of fighters. All the fighters basically they brought down the snack. Dimitri's Andre, a bunch of fools.
Were you down there? I know Terrence was out there a couple months ago.
I wasn't down
Okay.
there. I wasn't down there with
Okay.
Terrence. No, they got a little stricter when COVID happened. They're really strict about it. I guess Victor Conti is like vulnerable to get infected and whatnot. So they got hella locked
Okay.
down. Like it's only certain people now.
Yeah,
It's super
I got
strict
you.
now. But rolling back to your question, you know what? When Charles showed me an interview, I feel the same way as some other guy who was on here explaining the situation. I was like, man, like I feel the same way. Like that's exactly how it was with Peter. I got nothing bad to say about Peter. As far as Peter, when I first met him, this is what I can say about Peter. That hey, like he's a good guy. Peter, when I got with him, basically every fight I had with Peter, he's increased my pay by like 2 times more. Every fucking time. Even Trill, the last fight was like, it was good money. So I can't say Peter on the business side doesn't do his job, but I think coming out of the last fight that we had on Triller pay-per-view, being the outcome and being the level of that, he just didn't have nothing to offer me that was valid moving forward that made sense. It was like some change, but it was like,
I think it just took too long.
but it was like, you know, like you got to see I'm coming off a loss. Need some momentum, whatnot. Like,
You weren't trying to hear.
you
none
know,
of
I'm
that.
always fighting like top. I'm getting no momentum, right? Like this fight at 6-0, yeah, it's a top guy, but I could get some momentum from it. I really believe I can. But it was like some top tough Mexican for like little change all the way in Mexico. And I was honest to Peter. I was like, hey, bro, I'm a puncher, but what are the odds of me getting a decision down in Mexico? Like, and yeah, I just felt it was best. Peter's so busy though right now. Peter got his cash cow with Cambosas. He's busy. He got Xander. He got all these top guys. I just felt like I was a side hustle, his little project on the side. And to be honest, I'm 31, and I don't got time to waste. I've been boxing since 14, and I just feel like at this age.
How long did you feel?
Well, the deal with Peter was after the last fight, I even shook Peter's hand in the locker room. I told him, hey, Peter, I don't want to go another year or more without fighting. Like, I can't do this, bro. We shook on it. He said, no more tune-ups, though. I said, cool, no more tune-ups. Just, I can't go a year. And then now that it was coming to September, I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, here comes the year. It's over. We're in August. It's done. It's a year.
So when did you and Peter split?
Oh, I hit him up about maybe a month and a half ago now. But I hit him up on a phone call.
You just split.
Yeah, I hit him up on a phone call respectfully. I said, hey, Peter, I just want to thank you as a fighter. I totally.
So wait, you didn't try to get on the Cambosas rematch card? That wasn't even a thought.
I was just done with it. Like,
so there was no talks of you on the first one in June?
No, there wasn't. So that's why I was like, yo, I'm not going to try to. He knows I'm training. He knows I'm ready. Like, he knows what it is.
Was he still answering? Or was he one of those that stopped answering?
He was just not following up as he did when we first.
He was kind of
at
lacks
all. So,
communication skills. Too,
yeah,
like.
so it's just too busy.
Or maybe,
bro.
like you said.
So I don't like to fight something that's if it's not happening. It's like, hey, it's all good, no hard feelings. Like I just told myself, yo, bro, there's all these other fucking managers. Throw your dice somewhere else and fucking make it happen. Like something will make sense somewhere else. And I think Charles was dealing with my frustration a lot. Like, he was sitting at the gym, like, hey, bro, you just want to fucking fight? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm ready to fight someone in the street just to get some experience. Like, I mean, it was getting pretty bad. Like, where it's because I'm one of those fighters where, like, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do after boxing, to be honest. I told my wife, like, I
mean, you're training, right?
No, I know, but I carry, like, a lot of rage and stuff, bro, where it's like, these fights, like, they get it out of me, bro. I love to spar, I love to train.
But what about being a trainer?
No, I know. So I do that on the side right now. My coach is actually one of the people who got me into that. I one-on-one train people. That's kind of how I make my change to get by and whatnot. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if you guys know. In high school, even before I turned pro, I was always lacing up the gloves with no head or no mouthpiece. Like, I would take on anyone, any size, because I knew they didn't know boxing, right? I knew boxing, so I would get down with like all the football players in the Rose Garden Park by my high school, and we would just chunk it. The rule was whoever gave up. So whoever said, hey, I'm good, then I was in. I was always doing that, like, on a weekly. There's a fight on YouTube where I fought at the mall.
What?
I fought an MMA fighter who was, like, 200 pounds. You really got to look it up, though. I think you got to put, like, Andy Vences Oker's fight. It's, like, in a small hallway. And it's a good 10, 12-minute video of me and this dude going at it. He was a bigger guy and whatnot. And it's a long fight just because I knew this dude was, like, heavy puncher. So I needed him to get tired before I got him. And that's... Yeah, he gave up. And I won $100. I thought I was hella happy off that. And I think at that moment, I realized, bro, I could do something with boxing. Like, maybe I could make some money and, like, try to do something, you know? So that's where I think it became realistic to me is when I was doing it for no money. I was
How old were you?
I was in high school. I was 16, 17.
No amateur fights.
No. I had amateur fights, so that's what even was better. I was using them as sparrings to get ready for the fights.
He said I was using them as sparring.
Yeah. So I was looking at it like, yo, dude, it's only going to help you. Like, you're going to get this adrenaline rush, this experience, different heights, different styles. They didn't even have styles, right? So it's hard to time like an awkward guy. So I don't know. It just felt it helped me back when I was deep in the game.
I got to ask, and I don't know. I mean, at this point, obviously, your main focus is just getting back. But and not to look past September 23rd.
Go ahead. I always think about stuff.
But yeah, bro, the John O'Carroll, like I remember you guys getting into it in the hotel lobby and shit, like the week of the fight. I remember like Peter, stepping in there with some words exchanged. You clearly felt you won the fight. I'm gonna be honest, I was fucked up for that fight, so I don't remember it. But
But you watched it.
I did watch the fight, 1,000,000%.
But you weren't sober.
I was not. Nah, I was
So you
not.
could have saw some land.
But no, I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask: is that a fight that, out of your 3 losses, is that the one that you would want to rematch the most, or do you have any interest in any rematch?
for sure.
Just because of what you've said, that's the one fight that.
Yeah, I don't want to rematch that one. I want to get it back from me and Coach. Like that was some BS. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Has he fought since?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has two wins overseas
Yeah,
since.
but this is the
Oh,
thing.
but overseas.
Yeah.
But this is the
overseas.
thing. It's like, yo, you beat me, and like that's what I'm saying. A lot of fighters don't want to like step up, bro. I mean, I know the record's important and whatnot, but at some point you got to realize, what are you doing this for? Like, are you doing this to be the best, or just to have this little post of undefeated and this Instagram shit? And that's the thing now. Like, social media's changed a lot for boxing and a lot in our world today. And it's just like, you know, I grew up watching fighters like Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, Pacquiao, De La Hoya. Like, all these dudes were chunking it with everybody. Like, it didn't matter. It was like pure boxing, bro. I feel like that's when boxing was like, I don't know, it was at its prime, at its best. It was crazy. It was dope. I remember as a kid, and it fucking inspired me when I seen Eric Morales. Full beat Pacquiao the first time. It was dope. Watching it at my grandma's house. All my uncles were all pumped up. Like,
So you don't feel like you have those fighters that get, you know, those young guys, those amateur fighters excited and hungry, and, you know, getting them off the couch to see like you, how you said Eric Morales got you excited and got you.
yeah, they are, but there needs to be like more fighters willing to fucking just
Take
do
a
it,
risk.
bro. When you're at that level, like, yo, are you trying to do this, or are you trying to?
So let me ask you this: so not pound for pound, but just walking the talk. Who's in boxing doing that right now? Like, who is backing up what they're saying? Who is really about the life that they claim to be? Like, who do you see in boxing really representing that old school that you're talking about?
Probably your
I
boy.
got, well, you know,
Probably
I told
boy.
you guys last time.
Well, probably his boy is good. Boots Ennis, he's tight. He's you know what I like is that he I mean, from what I've seen is he's respectful. Like, yeah, he's talking, but he's not overdoing shit. But he's proving it. He's actions but you know what? It's not even about. It's even about. I think we gotta even go to like the middest level, right? The guys who are not there yet. Like, who's fighting who, and who's still fucking picking and choosing shit. Like, for example, like I was asking for the Flores fight. Fucking never came to me, bro. It made the most sense. Could have made some money for them. Could have gave us both an opportunity. Fuck, it didn't happen. Like, so that's what I'm saying. There's these fights that these people want, and for one reason or another, they just don't happen. And that's why I feel like it's just different now. I understand boxing is business, but at the same time, if it's business and it makes sense,
Yeah,
do
back
it.
home, everybody want to see that fight. I was always
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was
like whatever
crazy.
about it, but I get DMs
everywhere
all
I
the time.
walked with no fight announcement, hey bro, where you fighting Flores Jr.? I'm like, oh, relax, man. Like, everywhere I go,
Nah,
everywhere I
and
go,
I mean-
even here in Vegas, hey bro, when you fighting Flores Jr.? I'm
And
like,
he
yo,
used to headline in Reno.
Not Reno, Stockton,
Yeah.
where he's from. So how
He
far
did
is that
something
from
in Reno
you?
too.
Oh, I'm fighting in Stockton.
No,
bro.
I'm just saying.
People
But you
hate
guys,
me out there.
you guys could do. I'm saying.
We'll do it Fresno, where Ramirez is from, neutral grounds. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'll get down right there, but yeah, I ain't going to Stockton.
No,
I'm
no.
lucky to get out of line.
No, I was just asking,
serious,
you know,
bro.
because I'm not
Serious.
too familiar with the, you know, Bay Area, Northern
It's all
California.
like
and all,
it's
and
all
all
right
that.
by each other,
You
by
know,
an
so-
hour or some change.
Nah,
away.
we're still in Northern California, but it's just, I think the whole conversation of me being in San Jose, and then from there, like,
No, for sure. I'm just trying to think where that fight could take place. But you said Fresno.
Fresno's
so-
neutral grounds, bro.
Fresno.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Okay.
I was getting a lot of messages, crazy messages. Like, because I never talk bad about the city, but I guess, you know, since it was a conversation, they take it like city to city. And I was getting threat messages like left and right. Like, and I didn't care, right? But it was like, damn, I can't ever go. I haven't even been over there since I trained over there. I haven't. I've never gone over there.
Better
the only
safe
time I
than
did go,
sorry.
the only time I did go over there for a boxing show, I went to a boxing show over there, and we had to leave because it was like people were starting to plot us and like wait for this event to be over, maybe catch us outside, so we just bounced.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
Yeah, fuck that. Hopefully, you know, one day the fight does make sense, and you know, the fight can happen.
That's probably why they ain't make the fight. I mean, that's what Tank and Tevin, you know,
Yeah.
What?
No, I get
mean,
what you're saying. Yeah,
they said
I
they'll
get-
fight in that city if
Yeah.
those two fought.
No, and it's crazy because we just had right before you, we had Javon Witter Jr., who he said he made his pro debut on that 10 card in Baltimore, which I was at. And let me tell you, I was there the whole fight week, and they're telling me, they're like, oh, yeah, no, we got the best seat in the house. I had like 3-4 people telling me, like, yeah, we got the best seat in the house. I'm like, yeah, what you got? Ringside? No, my couch. They're like, hell no, boy, it's going to be a big-ass shooting after the fight. Just wait. Just wait. Big-ass shooting, right? So I'm hearing this shit 2 days. Now, the third day is fight day, right?
Right.
I'm staying right across the street from the arena. That morning, I go to the Starbucks, which is on the other side. I saw Tank get his fucking Rolls Royce, his bulletproof Rolls Royce unloaded, and I'm like, holy shit, they're really taking all precautions for this event. So some people, I feel like maybe in that situation with that hate where they actually did have altercations,
Philly and Baltimore, it would definitely go down.
But I'm saying, and they even had altercations, you know, where they ran into each other and there was like beef, and so maybe there has been a situation where they don't do a fight because of those worries.
Yeah, I think being a fan from a city who reps your city, you're diehard, you're gangbanging, whatever.
That's
you're
why it's
taking
fights
this
and
shit
all
to
that.
heart.
You're taking personal,
And some people can't take that loss and see that their city lost to another city. Oh, let's fuck this fuck. I don't know.
Yo, and let me tell you, I say it all the time.
But at the end of the day, we're just athletes.
It's just athletes.
We're just performing.
But let me tell you, I say it all the times. It's even more so with the Latinos.
Yeah.
Bro, it don't fucking, oh my goodness, bro. It don't fucking matter. Let me tell you, go to a fight and get there when, you know, the first or second fight of the evening is. It could be an Olympian going up against a Mexican. They just hear Garcia, Martinez.
And a flag.
And a flag. That's it, bro.
That's it. You stole the arena.
That's it. You know, that's it. They're super proud, you know, so.
But I mean, I'm blessed to be my family, my mom and dad from Mexico, and me being a Mexican American. Because I feel like Mexican people, even if they're broke as fuck, they'll find a way to go to a fight. They'll sleep in one hotel room all together. They'll be like, let's go. I'll get the cheap ticket. Vámonos.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They support
for sure. That's for sure, man. But you got anything else, Ness, before we wrap up?
Nah, man, that's everything.
Well, Coach Andy, definitely give out the social media. Give, you know, people an opportunity to keep up with you guys and keep an eye out.
Coach,
what happened?
He's like,
I'm like,
you know, they hacked him.
I thought you made a new one, Coach.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
it don't hit the same.
No,
he had
no.
110,000.
I was just gonna ask because I'm like, if you didn't, I just followed a fake account because
he got
I followed. I'm serious. I'm like, you got hacked once. Maybe they.
One too.
Yeah, because I'm like, I definitely followed your new one. So,
Thank
but
you.
go ahead, Coach.
It's one Team Trouble.
And that's the number one,
Yeah,
correct?
number one.
So the number one, Team Trouble. So, and Andy.
Mine's gonna be at El Tiburon Vences 1.
At El Tiburon Vences 1. So,
all right,
we'll be right back.
We're
We'll
gonna
take a
take a
quick
quick
intermission and be right back.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.